The gray, this gray out here, that's the Marcellus. The Marcellus, what you see on the surface here is what you see in colors here is what's actually on the surface. Well, this is a chunk of Marcellus shale, and you can see there's very little fracturing inside it. It's shale. The exposed surfaces are black, and that's because of the organic matter. So because there's organic matter in this rock, the organic matter gradually decomposes and turns into methane, which is natural gas.
And we are asserting that we as humans know that that returned water is always coming through the pipes that we built, and there are never failures.
They take precautions ahead of time to prevent the main kinds of accidents that can happen when you're fracking. One is that you get a casing failure, or that you get the grouting job that you've done isn't adequate. What goes on underground 8,000 feet down, that's the last thing I worry about in my list of concerns that I would want to address if I was the king. The noise, the trucks, the beat up bridges, erosion, emissions, noise, trucks. All of that is in one box that I would say are legitimate perceived issues. Petroleum engineering, and that's what petroleum engineers are paid to make sure it doesn't happen. So you have the right strength of casing, you understand what your pressures are downhole. Drilling at 6,000 to 8,000 feet is not extraordinary.
Let's be clear, in some sense if we frack, and if we're in a river system, it's always in some way connected to the water supply. It's just a matter of extent. Fracking can have lots of health concerns. There can be water pollution from several different kinds of deep underground and surface sources if the returned water or any water that's being used isn't disposed of correctly, or if there's a leak, and that can be from several different kinds of sources. Think about it. Let's remember that we're relying on the gas to move upward. Coming back up with the gas is the returned water. It's a minority of people who think they've had their water affected. Those who do really have a big problem. And I actually think that this country is good enough and smart enough, and certainly has to be wealthy enough, that with this incredible resource we've been fortunate enough through our own ingenuity to start to use, and our good fortune that it's here, there is enough wherewithal for us to figure out how to do it well.